I'm not feeling 100%, and right now there's other commitments going on around me, but I wanted to do a Raw review to share my thoughts on what I thought was a pretty good show. The opener stuff I'm going to save for the main event so I can talk about it all in one go. First, we have Dolph Ziggler retaining his Intercontinental Championship against The Miz and Cesaro. As much as this was going to equal a good match, I was just wondering why it's happening now and why Dolph Ziggler had to defeat in a clean way against Cesaro and Miz, his possible two future opponents, or either one of them to be his future challenger for the Intercontinental Championship. Because now, what is the purpose for one of these two to face Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship at Hell in a Cell? Apart from the championship match happening now, I enjoyed it, and this led to the very comedy backstage segment between Miz, Sandow, and the Authority. You have Sandow doing all the talking for the Miz, demanding a rematch, giving it a bit of this, giving it a bit of that, and the Authority just laughs in his face and says, "This is what we need. We need comedy from guys like you. But for doing this, Sandow, you're going to be facing Sheamus." I'm sorry, as much as Sandow and Sheamus have put on okay matches before, I've complimented them, I've enjoyed the matches before, this time the concentration doesn't seem to be on bringing Sandow to be a worthy wrestler. He's there for the comedy effect and possibly later down the line a opponent for Miz, so Sheamus picks up the win. And the other great line, even though Triple H can't really speak when it comes to the chaperone, he insults the Miz by saying, "Well, you're a joke and you're a straight to DVD career kind of guy." It was just funny, and the involvement of Miz and Sandow is brilliant. I'm enjoying it. Each and every week it's comedy gold between those two, and I'm looking forward to the feud because it could possibly bring Sandow up again. But for now, this is enjoyable. This is a comedy thing you could look forward to on Monday Night Raw. Even though it's felt like some fans in the YWC, the wrestling community, have had a downfall on the WWE's concentration on Bo Dallas, this week on Raw, Bo Dallas defeats Mark Henry. And this leads to a rematch happening at main event. But Bo Dallas defeating the dominant Mark Henry. Yes, beat a guy when he's down because of Mark Henry's recent disappointment that he couldn't defeat Rusev. He let the United States of America down, and Bo Dallas took advantage of that. I'm hoping this is going to eventually break Mark Henry and we get a heel out of him again, because I felt Mark Henry's best work coming out of that tag team with MVP was better as a heel. But this could also be the quickly downfall of Mark Henry's time in the WWE. Either way, Bo Dallas picking up this win was something big. I'm just hoping the WWE capitalise on this. Hopefully have Bo Dallas defeat Mark Henry again, or a DQ finish. I don't know, but it's the slight worry that if this doesn't help to push or continue to try and help Bo Dallas, he could sizzle out and not be a guy who's worked coming into the WWE. Total Divas was a show to give the Divas something else to do when they're not booked for Raw and SmackDown. I would have been fine with it. It's just when it brings a drama-like story onto Raw and SmackDown so a match can happen, I'm against it. Because why should I care about the reason of the match? Why should I care about the divas involved? It's not going to push them further as true divas in the WWE if they're wrapped up in drama. Natalya should be up there with Paige and AJ as a top diva, not wrapped up in drama. Tyson Kidd's in NXT, but he's also wrapped up in drama on Total Divas. I just do not care. Layla defeats Rosa Mendez. I can't remember why these two were facing each other, but the actual Divas matches for Raw was Brie Bella defeating Eva Marie and Cameron after Nikki Bella got the permission to create this match, similar to when the Authority put Nikki in handicap matches. Okay, this is slowly progressing to a later Nikki versus Brie Bella match. Okay, simply done. And then we had Paige creating the match with her new best friend, Alicia Fox versus AJ. And with the help of Paige, Fox defeats AJ and then a beatdown happens. Okay, another steady build to a later match between AJ and Paige. I'm just wondering how far the WWE are willing to push these two divas, because I've said this time and time before, I'm sure these two could put on a great submission match or a more weapon usage match, a stipulation match. Your two top divas in top matches in the WWE could create something really special for at least the championship match. Slater Gator and a new character for Hornswoggle and Mini Alligator defeats Las Matadores and El Torito. And then it ends up with the Rosebuds and the Bunny coming in to save El Torito from getting beaten up again. I honestly don't care about any of this, and there's no real story here, nothing that I want to see being pushed further. So if you got entertained, great. I just thought it was stupid. So Rusev's next challenger is the Big Show. And I feel the fact that Big Show's always full of confidence when he's not crying is going to be a great challenge for Rusev. And after the knockout punch on SmackDown, I feel that it's a step forward to show that Big Show is going to be a worthy challenger for Rusev. The putting down the flag thing to wind or to get at Rusev, I don't really care about it. It's the actual match that I'm looking forward to. Could we see the WWE ring collapse once again, but between these two wrestlers? WWE promoter Hulk Hogan appears on Monday Night Raw once again. And this time I'm not going to hit it too hard on the head because he's here to promote the WWE merchandise where the money will be used to help cancer research and cancer awareness. So that was okay. It was nice to see Hogan doing that. But like I've said before, Hogan should be doing a lot more than promoting. Now to talk about the opener, the main event and the best parts of Monday Night Raw. In the opener, you had Paul Heyman and the Authority talking about Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins and John Cena. This was good to hear because it puts Seth Rollins in a powerful place, lets him know that he's a target to many people in the WWE. And Seth Rollins comes out and he actually sounds like he wants to face the best in Brock Lesnar. I'm not sure how that will fit in unless Brock Lesnar appears at the Elimination Chamber and they have a big fight there. But it was nice to see Seth Rollins acting confident. And then Seth Rollins goes on to threaten his ongoing feud against Dean Ambrose. And this really kicks off the theme from the opener to the main event, and that is to get the briefcase back and to get Dean Ambrose. I thought this was great. It was brilliant to see because late in the night, Dean Ambrose actually returns the briefcase to Seth Rollins after, as Dean Ambrose said, the cruiserweights being Mercury and Jamie Noble tried to come out and make him return the briefcase. And it looked quite easy how he just placed the briefcase on a table after giving out free merchandise to get under the Authority's skin. but the briefcase happened to be bugged and green slime goes all over Seth Rollins' face. Thing about Dean Ambrose, I want to say this, is that his comedy that he's been using since he became a single competitor fits his character brilliantly. Dean Ambrose is one, if not the best thing going within the WWE today. And I really am behind the feud, Dean Ambrose, even Seth Rollins because of this. And I think all this being targeted at Seth Rollins makes me think that Dean Ambrose, we know he's great, but possibly this feud is going to be to put over Seth Rollins. But whoever wins in the final matches, I wouldn't mind at all. They're doing this so you feel great for both wrestlers and you look forward to the match. But because of how Seth Rollins is feeling, the main event is made. And the main event, I'm sorry, it sucked in my opinion. Because for some reason, Orton, yes, the vibe for Orton, great. And sadly, the watered down Kane goes as tag team partners against John Cena and Dean Ambrose. And it's nothing to do with the match. The match ends with a DQ after Seth Rollins interferes and attacks Dean Ambrose. It's the aftermatch that leaves me asking you guys, because Brock Lesnar may not be at Hell in a Cell, do you see a possible triple threat match between Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins and John Cena? Or possibly throwing in Kane or Orton? Because they seem to be teasing it because Dean Ambrose threatens or stands up to John Cena. John Cena wants Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is, of course, the guy that's the target. They seem to be teasing stuff here. Maybe it's just me looking into it, but the aftermatch and Seth Rollins coming out on top. Yes, I thought, oh, it's going to end with John Cena and Dean Ambrose again. But the Authority standing tall, Seth Rollins doing the curb stomp to John Cena and Dean Ambrose, perfect finish. But man of the night is Dean Ambrose. He made Seth Rollins look good, John Cena look good, the Authority look good. Full credit goes to Dean Ambrose here. But before I finish this review, the Wyatt video packages. This is what made us get so behind the Wyatt family when they first came in, the mysterious video packages. And even though the Wyatt family were involved in the video package, it was to tease or to show us that Bray Wyatt is going to let Luke Harper go off as a singles competitor. I'm hoping they've got a target in mind and it's not just to, you know, give the Wyatts some kind of temporary storyline. I hope there's some more coming from this. My quick question about this is, you're taking Luke Harper away from Eric Rowan. Is that going to damage Eric Rowan, even though it's going to benefit Luke Harper? And where does Bray Wyatt fit into one of his family members branching off on his own? But as a whole, it was a very good Raw. But please share your thoughts. Tell me everything that you thought about this show, especially with the Authority, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose storyline in the comment section below. And I'll see you sometime later this week.